man, Bitcoin back above $70,000. It looks imminent that Bitcoin wants to go and create new all-time highs. What does this mean for altcoins? What does this mean for your investments? We're going to break that down and a lot more. Smash up likes. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. This video is meant to really give you a bit of a shock because the sentiment I'm feeling is that people are not making the most of this opportunity right now. We're seeing crazy volatility in the market in terms of big movements. I mean, we're talking Bitcoin moving from 15,500 up towards 70,000 and you still haven't figured it out. We need to talk about that because the reality is you've missed previous cycles. You've sat out previous cycles and you said that this one will be different, yet you're still procrastinating, you're still sat on the sidelines, you're still not learning the things you need to learn to take action. And that's a problem because you need to treat this cycle as if it's the last. Who knows how many more Bitcoin cycles we're going to get? Even if we do get them, who knows how those will start to diminish in terms of the percentage returns. You need to make the most of this. You missed buying gold decades ago. You missed the opportunity to buy the S&P, to buy Facebook, to buy Apple, to buy Microsoft. Are you going to let this generational opportunity slip? And I think that's the important message because we can talk TA, we can talk chart patterns, and you guys know I turn up every single day and deliver this content to you guys. But if you're not going to take action, if you're not truly going to reflect, to look in the mirror and make the decisions that make the difference between someone who just sits here watching these YouTube videos and somebody who actually goes, hang on, I need to learn how to become an investor. I need to learn how to DCA. I need to learn how to read the charts. I need to learn how to build conviction. I need to work on my psychology. I need to get my cash flow up so that I've got money to invest. If you're not actually doing that, then what are you watching this for? Is it just entertainment? Is it just because you want to keep up to date with the market? Or are you actually going to capitalize on the green candles which we're seeing? And that's the main message I wanted to drive home today. If you guys actively want to trade, if you want to buy crypto, if you want to take advantage, check out the links in the description and join us in our Telegram community, right? I'll walk you through this. I've made a video every single day for many, many years, including Bitcoin up at 69,000, including the days when Bitcoin was at 15,500. You can see documented how my conviction never changed, how I DCA'd into my favorite projects. So when it sits here and Phantom's back at $1 and I was buying at 15 cents, well, don't I deserve it? When it turns out that I was DCAing Bitcoin at 15,500 after Terra Luna, after Three Arrows Capital, after Voyager, after Celsius, after all of that, FTX, do I not deserve it now that Bitcoin's at 70,000? So investing is not opportunistic, right? It is not that, that person got lucky or they're gambling. No, you can see practically when you look at history how people make investment decisions, but you got to be able to put in the work. So right now you can see Bitcoin here on the hourly chart, guys. Nice strong hourly candles. We're getting a really nice bounce from support here, right? You can see it's managed to pick up some support around that kind of 69.2 level. And now it wants to mount an attack back at the high which we hit on Tuesday, which is where we got rejected. And that was 72,000. If I now zoom that up to the daily chart, you will see that Bitcoin's going to want to go and create a higher high, right? The higher high starts to come into play at this peak. When we hit that level, right, you can see the candlestick where we eventually got rejected was 73.8. This Bitcoin pattern right now wants to break above it. And once it does, guess what? We're in price discovery, right? You can shout out numbers, we could do TA, but the reality is Bitcoin's at the highest price ever. Already right now, over 90% plus of people who have ever bought Bitcoin is in profit right now. You have nothing to be complaining about. These are the easy days in the market, right? Bitcoin's sitting at 70,000. Think about it. The only people who are in the red on their Bitcoin position have bought more than 70,000. They bought 71, 72, 73. That's it. They were the ones FOMOing in on green candles, but didn't have the conviction to DCA even days ago when you fell much, much below. And had they have done something, so their cost basis will also be in the green. So we need to understand what type of people are moaning right now. Those are the ones that never followed the plan, never DCA'd with any intent, had no conviction, just FOMO'd in when everybody told them, oh look, crypto's going crazy, and then didn't have any conviction to buy the dip thereafter when it fell. So we're in a position now where this market is ready for the next move. I've spoken about the TA to death, right? You guys know this is the pattern we're in. You can see we broke out of this pattern, we're retesting, and now it wants to go in this direction. But it needs to break this pivot point. You can see it's already sitting at this pivot point here. We reached the price target, great. The next one is the top of the wedge. The other pattern which I shared with you guys is this, right? This is the falling wedge with a price target going all the way up there towards that $90,000 level mark here on Bitcoin. But again, needs to break that all-time high. Once we clear that, things start to get really, really interesting. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you is, of course, bringing out our EMA ribbon. You have to excuse the busy chart here on my iPad, but I want to show you this, guys. So if I just show you, look at this daily chart, beautiful flippening going on. Can you see the lighter colored EMA ribbon lines coming above the darker red lines? Perfect flippening, right? We closed above it days ago. We managed to consolidate and push onwards. Really good strength. Now, if Bitcoin is struggling, if it can't get past 73.8, guess what? It's going to need to reset a little bit. Perfectly fine. Come back down, reset your EMA ribbon, right? You can drop yourself down here to 65.9, right? To 66K here. Touch your EMA ribbon, collect some strength again, right? Take a rest, and then bounce yourself back up and go break through that high. We're in a good situation here now. Because we're above our EMA ribbon, it gives us the maneuverability and gives us the room to kind of bounce back here down towards 66 and still keep our upward trend. So nice setup here on Bitcoin. If I then zoom up to the weekly, this is the chart I was sharing with you guys over the weekend. This is hugely bullish, right? I mean, just look at this. I mean, I spoke about this on Sunday when I said, guys, this is what you call a bullish engulfing candle. And I spoke about it. And I told you guys, jarscrypto.com/TA is my technical analysis course. It's I have a whole chapter talking about engulfing patterns and reversal patterns. And you saw that. The previous week was red. That week last week was a bullish engulfing candle. It signals a reversal, and look what the week following it. We get another mega 6% week already, and the week's still halfway through. This shows the bullish intent here. This was a pullback. Pulled back into the EMA ribbon. Big flush out candle. Driving you as low as 56.5. Why are you buying at 73 when you can buy at 56.5? Why do you need to chase those green candles when you know that things will always pull back? This is what I mean. You've got to manage your psychology. You actually have to live in the market, invest in the market, practice, not just learn the theory, right? You guys can sit here, watch all these videos every single day for 3 years. It doesn't make a difference if you're not going to practice. And you don't have to practice with your life savings. In fact, the opposite. What do I say on this channel? Practice with some lunch money. Practice. Practice your trading. Practice your investing. It doesn't have to cost a lot. I started trading and investing when I was a teenager using paper money, using demo accounts. That's how I got my start. Then I actually used my lunch money while at college and then university. Right? You can practice with low amounts. Focus on the percentage returns. Because like I say in our crypto community in Telegram, this is not about the dollar amount. If you can figure out how to gain outside the market, generate alpha, which is you getting more returns in the market, that is a skill set that stays with you. It means you can do it month over month. And that's what I've trained myself to be able to do, is just be able to generate good percentage returns every single month. And if the percentage returns are right, it's just a machine. More money in, percentage return, more money out. And that's what you guys want to build for yourself. You want to figure out how to get those steady percentages. So even if you don't have loads of money, practice with what you've got. Practice with a little bit. Did I get a 10% return? Did I get a 15% return? Great. Because now you know if I can regularly get 10, 15% returns, once I save up a bit of cash flow and get some real cash into this is going to scale nicely. It's going to compound nicely. So focus on the percentages. So big bounce here on the weekly EMA ribbon for Bitcoin. And this is a freight train I would not want to be standing against right now, right? This is primed to go attack all-time high and then head onwards. Now, this wouldn't be any Jars Crypto video if I didn't tell you the other side of the coin, right? The other side of the story, which other people don't want to tell you. What if it does now fall? We got to be prepared. We got to be prepared. What are we going to do here, guys, if we head all the way up? This was our move. We came back down, we called off. What if we now go to all-time highs, get rejected again? What do you guys see there? An M pattern, a double top reversal pattern. This is bearish. We don't want to see that happen. We could be coming back into our EMA ribbon and retesting some painful prices if that happens. So we need to be prepared. And if we do play out this scenario, I'm buying the dip in the EMA ribbon. I can't tell you guys what to do. I'm going to be buying the dip in that EMA ribbon. If I see any signs of us coming back here and getting rejected, I'm buying the dip. Now, it may be that you go up there, create a higher high, and then come down and create a higher low and you trend upwards. That's perfectly fine. This is still an upwards trend. Okay, so as long as we touch above the wick here and create a new all-time high, I'm perfectly fine for us to go touch it and then come back down, reset, create a higher low, and then head upwards there. Okay, that's what I need here from Bitcoin. Of course, then we can talk to death about what happens to altcoins, but we know if Bitcoin sets the trend, if Bitcoin starts roaring up to all-time highs, breaks through it, head towards 80K, You guys know the rest of the story in terms of what's going to happen with altcoins and how things are then going to move into, of course, Ethereum with the spot ETF narrative, into other great layer one solutions, into ecosystem plays. Things are going to get exciting. But we need Bitcoin to go on this next journey before altcoins get the green light to do that. Of course, you can jump into the fear and greed index and you can see this market right now is an extreme greed, right? It's extreme greed, 76. This market is ready for all-time highs. So always, always, always operate with some caution. Make sure you're not over-leveraging. Make sure you've got your stop losses in place. Make sure you've got some cash on the sidelines. If we do flash to the downside, you're ready for it. If you're trading, for example, the Ethereum narrative, which I spoke about in yesterday's video, then make sure you don't get caught up in buy the rumor, sell the news, right? Such a basic tenet on investing, yet so many people get wrecked. They're buying after the news has been priced into the market. So be very, very smart. If you're interested in the Ethereum video, go watch that here. If you appreciate this type of content live and when it matters, with the data that matters, not me sitting here being a moon boy telling you what you want to hear, telling you the hard truth sometimes, but I'm here to just share my research. If you appreciate that, you smash up the likes, subscribe, make sure you're with me on this journey, and of course, let's enjoy this bull market, let's profit from it, let's grow our accounts, let's grow our understanding of the market, because ultimately what's between here can't be taken from us. People can take money off us, but they can't take the lessons that we learn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.